both of us are joined now by Ksenia Kondratieva. She's a reporter in Moscow. Ksenia, I hope you can hear me. Dramatic images, big claim coming from the Russian government. What more can you tell us, Ksenia?
We have few details by now, and you have outlined most of them.
Yes.
But what is important is that to say this was unexpected, we cannot say so. It was, I would say, very much expected, at least for those who don't have any illusions about what's going on, with Ukraine conflict and what's going on the front line. Ukraine, I've heard you saying, we doubt whether Ukraine had the capabilities. Ukraine has capabilities, and those kind of, I'm not a military expert to claim anything here, but the UAVs, the drones don't have to come from the Ukrainian territory. We've seen so many attacks on the critical infra, on the power infra, on the railways, just within last few days and before as well. So not all of these explosives have to come from the territory of Ukraine. Anyone who supports or whatever, who is employed, can install those devices. So that's not a big deal, I would say. But yes, the case, the attack on Kremlin, of course, is a huge thing, and it can lead to escalation. We have to see what is the response. So far, Russia has, mildly. We have to see what's going to follow. I think that's a big development. And the fact that it's happening just before the celebrations of Victory Day on May 9th, and the parade is happening at the Red Square. I think it may affect the plans, despite the authorities said that for now the plan is set. But again, it's a very big thing, because no such event is completely secured.
Yeah.
That's what we can understand now, that it's a big risk for the general people, for the masses, and that's how Russians will understand it.
Ksenia, I don't know if you're able to watch all of the videos coming in. There's a very dramatic video that's just come out on Russian social media of the drone appearing to hit one of the domes of the Kremlin. We cannot authenticate this, but this is video footage coming out on Russian social media. This would appear to be a huge provocation if all of this is accurate. This would justify a major escalation and a response from Russia. I know it's very early minutes yet, Ksenia, but what is your sense of how Russia may react?
We could see, there is always a talk about red lines, or dark red, or maroon, or whatever you name it. And every time this kind of attack happens, starting with Crimean Bridge, killing of the journalists. Now it's 2 of them have been killed. One of them have been killed just a month back here in St. Petersburg, and I've been at the place of the attack just minutes after that happened. And the attack didn't kill just 1 person, it has injured 30 more. So of course this is something that one would expect should not be tolerated, but so far there has been no response as such, and that's what those hardliners, the hawks in Kremlin, in the government, have been criticizing the commanders for, that there have not been yet a response despite all kind of lines are crossed. So it's difficult to say. It's too early to say right now, and especially to predict what kind of a response it can be. And so let's wait and see.
Definitely, and because hitting the Kremlin is hitting the heart of the Russian administration and the government. And right now on social media, I was just scrolling through Ukrainian social media, Ksenia, and I'm sure you've done it as well. But a lot of the Ukrainian social media is now going to be making fun of Russia. They say, you wanted to end the war in Ukraine in 3 days, and now you're talking about a drone attack on Kremlin. So Putin's plan is not going very well. So that narrative has also begun now.
Oh, that narrative is very old, and believe me, every terroristic attack in Russia, every killing of people or injuring people in Russia is celebrated there, so that is not anything new, unfortunately. So here I don't see any change in narrative, but yes, of course, attack on Kremlin is not an attack on some, power line or some railway track. It's different, and if it is equal to an assassination attempt, that there could be a big retaliation, I believe.
And that retaliation, do you think it could come soon? It could come later? Could the Russian president speak out on this as well?
I would not jump into. I would not jump to any predictions.
Understood. Yeah.
Let the Kremlin decide. Yeah.
Senia, last question. Do you think, is it likely or possible that the Russian president will speak on this or make a speech?
Probably we should see, probably, but I don't really expect it that way or to happen soon.
Yeah.
But maybe.
All right. Senia, appreciate it. Thanks very much. Stay safe.